Hello again there, it's Crystal here. I'm going to prepare your monthly reading, so I will be putting the camera down soon and we go into your cards. I'm not going to make this long. So for those that are already subscribed and who are following me, thank you for being here. Thank you for having my back, for supporting me. For those of you who are new and haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing so. Maybe click that alert bell, because then you know when new readings come out, because I do monthly, weekly. Well, I may stop with weekly readings because I'm not having a good feel about them. But let's see, I'm testing the waters here. Anyway, I do specific readings, monthly readings, new moon and full moon readings, and there's a lot of wind here. So I have this noise in the background, which you may hear from the curtain rods and from outside. Well, it's really very windy all of a sudden. So you may hear some strange noises, but that's not a problem. I'm not going to do this again. Also, don't forget, 30th of September, my winner will come out for those of you who entered the contest. Okay, I will announce the winner of that contest on the September 30th, and all you have to do, well, I'll tell you in the video when I draw the name. So that's it from me to you for now. Hang on, let's put the camera down, let's get back to business and down and dirty into our cards. Aquarius, this is the October reading for you Aquarius. So I'm going to start with a card that is really the word of the month for you, and the word is leadership. I'm a beacon of radiance, support and love. Yeah, so it's about you being a leader, but a kind leader, not a tyrant. And I think it's important because you have this King of Pentacles here. I feel this leadership card and this and this King of Pentacles. This is leader. The King of Pentacles has sort of the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to gold. Is becoming real. He can get an idea and then put it really in the real world and then make it profitable. So everything he touches, it can grow. He sits in a garden, he's confident, and this is the energy that they ask you to embrace. So maybe if you are in doubt of something, maybe you are doubting your relationship, you're doubting your job, your career, your business, another piece of your life, you are maybe doubting something, the card asks you to embrace that King of Pentacles, to know that you have the right ideas and you have that power to make things become real, and not only real but profitable, and that you're a leader in the area of life. Now, why am I saying that things are going to be profitable and you don't have to worry, is because of this 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, a family card, but also a good ending, good results. So whatever you're going to touch and whatever you're doing in your life and whatever you're worried about, there is a good ending, or there is a good outcome. There are good results and there are happy results coming out. But there is something that you worry about here, because I see here the 5 of Wands, and that is, what is this? Are you fighting with someone? That could be the case. Or are you fighting with yourself? You know, being your own worst enemy, being your own worst critic. Is there an inner struggle going on? Because there's something that you are going to need to leave behind. There is something that you have to just go away from, leave it, because it's not good for you. And that is creating that inner struggle. Now, I don't know what is. Is this about a relationship that you need to leave behind? Is it a job? Is it a career? Is it a client? Is it a home? Is it a location where you live? Is it a money situation? Something you need to say, okay, I'm done with it, because it's not good for me. It's making me fight. It's making me fight with others, but it's also making me fight with myself, because when I fight with others, I also fight with myself. And when I fight with myself, I fight with others. That is the vibe that I get from this card, and I feel it's not good for you. And there is this Prince of Wands. This Prince of Wands gives you the power to go on that new journey, to go in search of that king in you, in search of that leader in you, that everything he touches becomes good, becomes profitable, becomes better. And I'm not only talking about money, it can be, if you're embracing the energy of that king, things can become better in your relationship, in your career, in your business, in the place where you live, or the new place where you live, where you're going to live, if that's the case. But there is a good outcome if you dare to lead. And to lead, I feel there is a lead with your heart here, because the Prince of Wands gives you fire again, gives you enthusiasm, gives you also the power and the tenacity, the perseverance, the tenacity, that's the word I was looking for, the tenacity, the perseverance, but fire, the enthusiasm to go to go on that journey. Because of course leaving behind stuff is not easy. It's going to make you afraid, because of course you don't know when you climb that mountain. Look at the stairs here, and there's the moon is dark, the skies are dark, you don't know what's on the other side. But there is a promise, because there is water, there's a waterfall coming, so there's a promise of something fruitful, something flowing, because the waterfall comes from somewhere. And I feel that if you go and you climb that mountain, you'll find the origin of that waterfall, and that is going to give you that that power again, that fire again. Now, it's not that you don't have enough opportunities. You do have them, but I feel that when you are fighting with yourself or with other people, you don't see all the opportunities. You only see this cup, and it's this question of half full or half empty. And you have the tendency to see half empty. You have the tendency to not see all the good that you already have in your life. But it's very important that you start becoming that leader again. Because that leader is this leader that also supports a family. It supports, maybe if you have people working for you in your business, it supports that group as you were a pater familias, as you would be a father of your employees, for example. If you are an employee, you are a leader in that company, in your profession. And you have to embrace that energy, because good will come from it if you show your leadership and you embrace that. But there may be a little bit of fear to do so. But I think, and that's why you're fighting inner fight, that inner fight is going to lead to a lot of outer fights as well. And that is going to take away energy from you. So you have to a little bit trust this process of climbing the mountain, and knowing that you'll find the source here of the emotional flow, of the flow of water, of the flow where you dare to go on the adventure, and when you get your passion back to become that leader and to embrace your leadership. Because you're a natural born leader here. Now, of course, this is a general reading, so not all Aquarius are going to appreciate it or resonate with it. So if you don't resonate, just leave it behind. Take from it those things that support you, not those things that don't support you. Those things that you can learn from, you can have a takeaway from, and that can help you in your journey, of course. If you don't resonate at all, Aquarius suns, then go and have a look at your ascendant or your moon sign and watch that video, because sometimes you resonate better with those. I just wanted to put that in there. Also, these cards are not taking away your agency, your autonomous free choice. No, you have free will. These just indicate, they just help you. They just tell me that if you embrace your leadership, it's going to be good. But if you fight and you continue fighting with yourself, you're not going to go on this journey, because you're going to be afraid, because you're going to see everything as a loss. So that's not the idea. So that's where the cards are just indicative of potential. Now I'm going to pull for more cards on these, and then we're going to end with a few message cards. But first, let's have a look deeper, a deeper look here. Now, if you hear noises, I have a noisy house on Thursdays. I'm doing this on Thursday the 23rd, by the way. So, because I want to spread them out, so I'm not in overwhelm, because I have been in overwhelm for the last month or so. So I thought I'd spread them out. So my house is noisy because I have 4 dogs, and some of them fart, some of them bark. I see that there's people working outside of the house doing something, and then there's people working inside of the house. So if you hear noises, it's that, yes? Okay, another 8 of Cups. You saw me shuffling. I'm not cheating here. So yeah, leave behind the attitude of not seeing what your qualities, your capabilities. And leave behind the attitude of the glass is empty, because it's almost not like the glass is only half full or half empty. It's really that you see everything as empty or as a loss, and you have to leave that attitude behind. And really that is going to help you so much, because at the moment what you're doing, you're creating struggle when you don't need to struggle. You're creating that inner struggle, which is going to reflect in the outside world. But you have opportunities coming your way. This Knight of Cups speaks of even, a refreshing of the relationship, if this is about a relationship where you're fighting a lot. This can be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a family member which you don't see eye to eye with, and then everything is bad. Leave that mentality, that stance, leave it behind, because if you leave that behind, if you stop the inner dialogue, the inner bad dialogue, fighting dialogue, then you can also stop the outside fighting, and then you open up, you're kinder, you are more receptive, because it's the Knight of Cups, and then when you're more receptive to other people, you can see the good again. You can see the glass is full again and not empty. And that is a good mentality sometimes. I mean, I'm not talking about bypassing here. If things are really bad, then they are really bad and you have to deal with that. But if you're just making shitty thoughts in your brain, and those are making you fight inside of you and with other people, then leave that behind. So we have a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles. Again, good cards. Midas touch, money, yes, but also family card, home card, people coming together, same as here. Good results. There will be results if you change your mentality, if you leave behind your shitty thinking, really. And if you get a little bit more fire going again. Because you have that capacity to lead and to touch a thing and then make it profitable, make it good. Not only, in more money ways profitable, but just good. Again, a fighting card. Again, the same, 5 of Wands. Yeah. So it's that you have to leave behind. It's going to pop up because, of course, that inner critic, that inner voice, and it's fear, but basically it's fear that makes you fight with yourself. It's going to happen because, when you need to change the point of view, you need to change your view from, very negative to a little bit more positive. I'm not saying all positivity because I don't believe in that. I also believe it can be very toxic positivity, but to at least see part of the good, yeah, and not everything in doom thinking. Don't do that. Aquarius wouldn't do that. Okay, so didn't want that. Okay. Knight of Swords. So we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands is your passion coming back. The Knight of Swords is also, I feel it's cutting out bullshit. Sometimes this inner critic is a bullshitter. And you have to cut that out because it's not going to bring you anywhere. It's not going to do you any good. It's going to just make you go in rounds, the same round again and again and again. And then you're not being a leader. You're just being a shitty thinker. And you stay caught, you stay completely caught in the negative, in that, you know, inner struggle, but that will also reflect in the outside world. There will be fighting, and you don't want that. Cut it out, because it's taking away energy, and it's taking away energy that can be used in a much more efficient way, let's say. Okay, what else? Oh, Wheel of Fortune, like that, like that. Yeah. If you manage to cut out the bullshit thinking, the shitty thinking here, you will change this around, and the results will start coming in. And when the results come in, again, this pushes the wheel forward in a good way. Because don't forget, you have this King of Pentacles, which is a very, very good king. And if you can cut that out, the monkey mind. What was my astrologic mentor? She called it brain weasels, and she got that from another client of hers. So I don't know who to attribute this to, but brain weasels is a thing apparently. Brain weasels, cut them out. It's going to move you in a good direction, and then the results as well. They even give a little bit more push to that wheel. So let's see what other cards are going to come out, because I'm not done here with my preaching. And if you don't like me preaching, then please turn off the video and just go do something else. I mean, that is your right, and that is your free choice. Yeah, I'm kidding. I want you to stay here and watch my videos, all of them, and like all of them. No, I'm kidding as well now. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're feeling sometimes very alone. You know, when you have everything, like you see everything empty, that's a lonely place to be. But on the other hand, there is another meaning to this card. This journey that you have to leave that mentality and that way of seeing things behind, that is something you have to do inside of you. That's inner work. That's not something someone else can do for you. And you have to be willing to do that work. You also have to be willing to acknowledge that you're doing that, because that's the first step. If you can acknowledge that you're really doing this fighting and this shitty thinking, the brain weasels, and that they're not helping you, and that you're only seeing everything in ways of doom and destruction and disaster, you have to withdraw yourself from that and then pull yourself together and acknowledge that you're doing that. And then you can do something about it. Then you can change it. If you don't acknowledge it, you will never see it, and you will stay in this mode. And we don't want you in that mode, because there's so much good here on your path. So we want you out of that mode. And that needs to happen. Okay. Well, I would suggest you do the inner work. It's an inner work that you have to do by yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Not me, not the cards. You have to be willing to do that, to say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to stop this brain weasels from messing up my life, and I'm going to become that leader again, because I am a leader. And believe in yourself. Another five. This is also a conflict card, yeah. This card is really, you know, if you don't cut this out, then you're going to be sad. If you cut the fighting and the brain weasels out, then you can be the winner, and you win. You overcome yourself and your shitty thinking. That's what that card is. Okay, so what else? Oh, Queen. So you have a King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So, and the Queen of Pentacles is lying on that Ten of Pentacles. So again, this is a queen that can manifest. She can bring things into the real world. She can make money. She can make things profitable. She can have good things. She has power to have the garden grow. So again, that's people outside. So if you hear noises, I'm sorry for that. I will not be able to edit them out, I guess. So my apologies. But so this is the same leadership as well. This is, of course, the feminine side of this King of Pentacles. And I feel that if you can put together your feminine and your masculine side, and you have them work in tandem, oh, you're going to win. You're your leader. that's going to be so good, but there has to be an element of kindness and of support in that leadership. It's not about stern leadership. It's not about being a dictator or a tyrant. No, it's about being kind and supportive, but to lead with that wisdom, that good wisdom that you have, Aquarius. So, okay, I'm going to pull the cards first and then I'm going to go on. Okay, what's that about? So we have the Three of Wands and then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords for me is a warning. Anyway, I love that Empress. Oh my God, that Empress. You see, these two cards are quite similar, but this card is even stronger, is even more rewarding than the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a pragmatic queen. She takes an idea, she puts it into practice, and that is profitable. Now, the Empress is the card of flow, really results coming in and in and in, and that is a result of that change. But that change is only happening when you embrace your leadership, when you cut out these ones, this inner fighting, the inner dialogue that you're having, when you acknowledge that you're having this negative stance and this doom thinking and that it's not bringing you anywhere, and you step away from that. You can do it. You can. The Three of Wands tells me that you can step away from this. It's maybe you need a little bit of a plan so that you have something to ground you, something to look forward to, and you need to brainstorm a little bit. But to get away from the brain weasels, it's good to start planning, to an actionable plan, to have that. Now, if you don't see the glass full and you don't step away from the fighting and you don't cut out, you know, this night was cutting out those brain weasels, cutting out the negative thinking. He doesn't want the bullshit. He just says, you know, cut it out already. If you don't do that, then there is hurt. Then you will be disappointed in yourself. Then you will have the backlash of, you know, not embracing your leadership. You don't want that. You don't want to sit in this hurt because you have all these beautiful cards to support you. So why would you give in to that? Why would you give in to negativity? Why would you do that? So Aquarius, I really, really hope you see all these good cards here. I mean, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. These are money cards. Yes, these are resources cards. Yes, you have here Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, which sets things into motion. But then because of these cards, it gets even pushed further. And these rewards here from this Empress are farther out because this is, you know, when the extra push comes to this Wheel of Fortune. You don't want this. You want to be also from this card, you want to win. You want to win over your shitty thinking. You need to cut it out. You do that with the swords. You do that with the Knight of Swords, with these swords. You just do that. But you also do it by taking some time by yourself to acknowledge what you're doing, to acknowledge that you have this negative mode going on and that's not helpful. It isn't. So let's see what the messages say, Aquarius. So first from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and I want here this one. And then from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And let's take one from the middle somewhere. Okay, so what are these cards saying? Storm fields. Yeah, you're in, you know, that fighting, that inner dialogue you're having, and you're seeing everything empty. That is a bit of a storm going on inside of you. But then again, if you let the storm rage for a bit and then you take control of it, you then start your journey here and you leave behind the shitty thinking, then the storm is also clearing, because the storm can clear away that shitty thinking as well. Maybe I'm saying shitty thinking way too many times. I love this card. Spider Spirit says, make your dreams real. And you can do that because you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Empress, and you have the King of Pentacles. So the dreams can become real. You also have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So yes, if you work hard and you really take your leadership role seriously and you really focus on, okay, what is good in my life? What can I do with it? How can I be supportive of the people around me and not fight because I'm afraid? I'm also transmitting that fear with those fives are really fear-based cards, and by doing that, by having that fear, you are transmitting that to people around you, whether that's your colleagues or your friends, your family, your nearest and dearest, your children, your spouse, whatever it is. Then you're stuck in that negativity. But the spider spirit tells me that you have the possibility to be the leader and to make your dreams come true. But you have to embrace the energy of these cards here and of that King of Pentacles. And there has to be a little bit of planning and acknowledgement of the negative stance, the negativity. So Aquarius, I hope you managed to do that. Clear your aura, clear your thinking, clear your emotions a bit, and sit with them a little bit so that you can see what is helpful, what is unhelpful. Do some cleaning, yeah? Let the storm a little bit rage and then get rid of it. Storms pass, they come and then they go. They don't stay forever. That's what you have to do. The storm will be there, and then what you do with it, of course, is your own decision. So Aquarius, that's it for you. I would like to thank you for being here. If you're a subscriber already, I would like to thank you for your support. If you're not, maybe consider subscribing. Maybe consider clicking that alarm bell so that you know when the readings come out. I do weekly readings, I do new and full moon readings, I do monthly readings, I do specific readings. By the way, you can check out your career professional area of life reading for the last 3 months of the year. That's up. I'll put a link in the description box, or maybe put it up here so you can see up there somewhere. Oh, it's probably there. I don't know. I never know where it's going to show up, but it's going to show up. I'll put it in for your sign specifically so that you find it easily, maybe in the end screen, so wait till the end. And then there's another thing I would like to say. So for you to subscribe and to click that alarm bell, it's a good idea so that you know when the videos come out, and also you can win a tarot reading. I'm going to announce the winner on September the 30th, and all you have to do to enter the contest is put the words rose crystal in the comment box, only in YouTube, only once per video, but you can put it in as many videos as you want. The more entries, the more chances of winning that tarot reading, revealed on the 30th of September. And of course I will announce that in video, so make sure you watch that video, because in that video I will explain what you have to do in order for me to give you that reading. I mean, I need some things from you, and I will explain that in that video, how to get in contact with me. So that's it from me to you, Aquarius, for now, and see you soon, hopefully. Bye for now.